Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page. If you've been following me, you know I've done this, prepared this in my last video when I've done the steampunk butterfly. I've just taken die cuts that I had from IKEA and traced them on this black paper, and I'm planning to cut them. My original plan was to do some really a colorful background, and once it's done, glue it to the paper, and these are supposed to be cut so whatever in the background will be shown through. Since then I've been thinking about it, and it's just too black for me, all this background. So I've been thinking what would I prefer, and I just got from a friend a book of wallpaper, and this is one of them. This is a sample of wallpaper, and I'm thinking of gluing it to my paper here, so this will be the background once I'll cut the shapes and not the black. So for starters, I'm just going to glue my sample of wallpaper to this page, and let's see. So, and I thought about how I'm going to make my butterflies. How am I going to make them really colorful? And I'm thinking of using tissue paper. So I'm gonna show you in a minute. I just want to put this so it will have time to dry. Once it's dry, I'll make the cutting of the excess and of the butterflies. And I'm a bit off. Let's see again. Okay, putting it aside for it to get dry, and I've got this package of tissue paper, lots and lots of tissue paper this size, and I want to cut them. I'm gonna use a circular punch, and let's see if it will work because it's quite flimsy. I'm taking a little bit of each color here. I'm going for all these lovely colors, and maybe also from this. I'm thinking when you're using tissue paper, you need to consider that once you glue them, when they are in contact with something wet, they bleed. Not always, it depends on the quality of the tissue paper, and sometimes it's fun that they bleed and sometimes not. And I had many occasions when I wanted them to bleed and they didn't, so just so you will know. And to cut them, and so it will work with the punch because they are very flimsy, I'm thinking I need some paper. So let's see, just some plain paper. Okay, let's see if it will work. I'm taking two doesn't work, not really. Maybe I need to put the paper on both sides of the tissue paper, like so, and then punch it. Let's see. Okay, now it works. So I'm going to cut many circles from all this tissue paper, and then I'll come back. I'm back. I've got a lot of tissue circles here, and I'm just going to put down white glue on my page, and I'm going to start sticking them down, not planning, and I'm going to go out of the borders, and also going over each piece. Not really planning, just sticking down everything. I'm confused. Okay. I need to be sure that when I'm gonna put my page with the cutout butterflies, that there will be enough color underneath. So I'm going to continue gluing all these circles, and then I'll come back. I'm back. So I've got all these circles, very colorful. I like it, but it's not enough for me. I want to add something. Right now it looks to me more like a kindergarten project. So I've got here acrylic paints, white, turquoise and pink, and I want to start placing circles, a lot of circles on my page. So I just took a few bottle caps and circular things that I have and always keeping with me, just to add interest, like so. and I want several sizes of circles. So moving to my next color. Now I need to put it on colors that it will show. Mostly will show. Just playing around. Let's see. Moving on. I'm really into circles today. And switching for a smaller one. Yeah, quite interesting. And I'm thinking now that I want some white splatter in addition to all this circling. So fan brush, a little bit of water with my white acrylic paint. Need more water. Not enough. Yeah. I want it colorful, but I want to tone it down. I hope I'm explaining myself. Yeah. Okay, now everything needs to dry, and once it's dry, we'll continue. Or maybe, let's see, this is mostly dry, so I'll move on to this until this is ready. I'm cutting the excess, and then I'm gonna cut out my butterflies. And if you haven't seen my last video, I'm gonna show again how to cut the shapes from the inside very easily. Yeah. So to cut symmetrical shapes that are inside your page, just fold it in half. Let's see. Now I'm going to take nail scissors because they have a curve and they are more dainty, and I can fussy cut my butterflies. And I'm using the curve of the scissors to my advantage, like so. So here we go. That's how it would look like. So I'm going to wait for everything to dry. I'm going to cut these two other butterflies, and then I'll come back. And once you've cut this, save it. You can use it, you can embellish it more and use it for other projects. So I'll be back once everything is dry. I'm back, and here is the cutout page, which now I want to glue down to this, and I'm gonna use my silicone glue. This is a local brand. If you want silicone glue, you can find it anywhere. This is silicone glue Yoo-hoo. Great glue, and I'm just gonna put glue all over this. I'm gonna attach it to this page, and I will have to wait. And I'm planning also on putting some heavy book on it, so everything will get straightened. All this glue just made everything curl, so that's my next step. And after everything will be dry and straightened, I'm going to start adding what can I say, highlights, more definition to the shapes of the butterflies, and more definition to the background. More glue. I hope I've put enough, and flipping it over. Like so. I think maybe some paper clips are in order to hold everything down in place. Let's see. Here we go, trying to flatten it down. Okay, now a book just to flatten everything down, and once everything is dry, I'll be back. Here we go. I'm back. Sorry. This thing is glued down, and I want to add more definition to my butterflies and to my background here. Everything feels to me like needs more defining. I'm going to start by using my gelatos. This is, Donna told me the name is on the cap, and that's great. I just can't see what's writing here. Spearmint, I think. So Just trying to add more color to the background. It's kind of flat right now. I mostly want on the edges, but also randomly in my background. I just don't want to use anything that is wet material on my page. I think it's had enough of glue and everything else to try and add something that is wet. I also have green lipstick and it smears great, so that's what I'm gonna put here on my edges to frame everything in. Just adding so it will be darker on the edges. And in the corners. Let's see what else can I do here. Maybe a little bit of glue. Yeah. Again, I'm using lipstick. I'm darkening my background so it will give more framing to my butterflies and to make more interest. So that's my background, and now I want to add something to my butterflies. Let's see. Maybe I need to use, I've got eyeliner, green eyeliner. Let's see if I can smear it with the paintbrush. It does smear, but it doesn't give me maybe I'll continue, and if it needs more then I'll try a darker color, but for now I'll just use this before I'm committing myself to something like black. I don't know, maybe it needs more definition. Let's see. What do I have? Going for the black. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the black, but maybe not the eyeliner. I have got black lipstick, and I'll find another brush. Yeah, that's more like it. And I like that it's also going over the edges a little bit, and it's like a shadow. So this works for me. Of course it could have turned ugly, but you have to try. So I'm going to continue with this, and when I'm finished I'll be back. I'm back. So I finished going all over the edges of my butterflies with the paintbrush and the black lipstick, and I really like it. And I also went again over the edges of this page with the black to make it more defined, more I don't know, dramatic. And I still feel like my butterflies are just too in your face, too much color. So I want to tone it down. Don't know how to achieve it without ruining things, but it's just an art journal page. It's not that critical. So I'm going to try my white. This is like Gelatos. It's another company. Don't know, but it works almost like Gelatos. So I'm putting down white on my butterfly, and I'm hoping that with a little bit of baby wipe I can spread it maybe around, I don't know, like so, just to tone everything down. And it's a little bit difficult with the baby wipe. It just removes it completely, and without the baby wipe it almost doesn't smear. So I have to try do something in the middle, like maybe I'll try putting down the white on the baby wipe, like so. Okay, this works better, not completely, but okay. My last ditch to make it more subtle. I'm trying to smear without removing the white, just smearing it. okay. I can live with it. Yeah, that's it. I'm living with it. I'm living it. This is it. The finale. And at least the technique is fun to do. Maybe it will get easier next time. I will know what to do. So this is it for now. I thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. So bye for now.